The scene unfolds in a dimly lit laboratory. A metallic clang echoes as a massive claw swings down, its point glinting under the artificial light. We're immediately transported to Isla Nublar, the heart of Jurassic Park, where the cunning velociraptor stalks its prey. The image of this agile predator, its scales glinting under the tropical sun, is forever etched in our minds. But how accurate is this portrayal? Let's find out the real story of the velociraptor. Join me as we delve into the world of paleontology, separating fact from fiction, and unveil the truth behind this fascinating dinosaur. Our journey begins by shrinking the velociraptor down to size, literally. Forget the imposing figure you saw on screen. In reality, this dinosaur was closer in size to a turkey than a human. Imagine, if you will, a creature no taller than your knee, covered not in cold reptilian scales, but in a coat of feathers. Yes, you heard that right, feathers. Fossil evidence suggests that velociraptors, like many other dinosaurs of their time, sported a plumage. These feathers, however, weren't the kind you'd find on a modern-day eagle. Instead, a covering of downy feathers, similar to those on a young bird, with longer, more developed feathers likely adorning their forearms and tail. The velociraptor, far from being a hulking lizard, was a far more avian creature. Its feathered form hints at a lineage that would eventually lead to the birds we see today. Our next stop takes us out of the realm of imagination and into the real-world habitat of the velociraptor. Imagine a landscape vastly different from our own, Central Asia, roughly 75 million years ago. The air is warm and humid, the land a mosaic of forests, floodplains, and arid deserts. This is the world the velociraptor called home. It moved through a landscape where towering dinosaurs like the Tarbosaurus, a relative of the Tyrannosaurus rex, reigned supreme. The velociraptor, however, was no stranger to survival. Its agility and intelligence made it a formidable predator, well suited to this challenging environment. Picture it darting through the undergrowth, its keen eyes scanning for prey. This dinosaur wasn't built for brute strength, but for speed and cunning, relying on its intelligence and agility to outmaneuver its rivals and secure its next meal. One of the most iconic features of the velociraptor, as depicted in popular culture, is its deadly claw. This oversized talon, located on the second toe of each foot, is often shown as a slashing weapon, capable of tearing through flesh with ease. However, the reality, as is often the case, is a bit more nuanced. While undoubtedly a formidable weapon, the velociraptor's claw likely served a different primary purpose. Imagine, if you will, the velociraptor not as a slasher, but as a grappler. Studies of its anatomy suggest that its claw, rather than being used to disembowel prey, was more likely employed to pierce and pin down its victims. Picture the velociraptor launching itself onto its prey, using its powerful legs to deliver a forceful kick, driving its deadly claw deep into the flesh of its victim. This grip, combined with its sharp teeth and powerful bite, would have been more than enough to subdue its prey. This method of attack, while less dramatic than the slashing frenzy often portrayed in movies, is no less deadly. It highlights the velociraptor's remarkable adaptation and efficiency as a predator, a testament to the power of natural selection in shaping the tools of survival. The world of the velociraptor, though millions of years in the past, can be brought to life in our imaginations. But what about sound? What did this prehistoric world sound like? Hollywood, of course, has provided its own interpretation, often using a combination of hisses, snarls, and guttural roars to convey the velociraptor's predatory nature. But these sounds, while effective in creating a sense of danger and suspense, are likely far from the truth. While we can't travel back in time to hear the velociraptor's calls, scientists believe that these dinosaurs probably communicated using a variety of sounds, much like their modern bird relatives. Imagine a chorus of chirps, trills, and even hoots echoing through the prehistoric forests. Perhaps the velociraptor used these sounds to communicate with its kin, warn of danger, or even attract mates. The velociraptor, despite its smaller size, has become an icon of the dinosaur world, thanks in no small part to its starring role in Jurassic Park. The velociraptors depicted on screen were, in reality, modeled after a larger, albeit lesser-known, relative Deinonychus. Imagine, if you will, a dinosaur similar in build to the velociraptor but significantly larger, measuring up to 11 feet in length. This is Deinonychus, a formidable predator that roamed North America during the early Cretaceous period, roughly 115 to 108 million years ago. While sharing a family resemblance, Deinonychus and Velociraptor differed in size, geographical location, and even time period. From its feathered form to its deadly yet specialized claw, the Velociraptor is a testament to the power of evolution and the wonders of the prehistoric world. So, the next time you see a Velociraptor on screen, remember that the truth, though perhaps less imposing, is far more fascinating. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure as we continue to explore the truth behind other popular myths.